Ooh, what a freaking week, eh? 2 albums, like 2 big albums came out. Like 2024 has already been like pretty crazy year, but I'm excited to do this. Quadeca. Quadeca is, I guess, an interesting artist, like very much so in this weird electronic scene, and rap as well. But I'm trying to think now. I didn't mean to haunt you, but there wasn't even really like, no, that one didn't really have like any rap. But that's the only fucking album I've listened to by him is I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and I liked it. I thought it was quite good. I was overall impressed with it. But I haven't listened to anything else from him. From Me to You, I know was sort of like probably like a big introduction into everything, to, you know, where he's at now, popularity wise. But yeah, Scrapyard. I know he was releasing EPs and whatnot. 1, 2, and 3, I guess he released. But now he has 4 and 5. He put them all in a mixtape, and apparently this mixtape is quite good, and I'm kind of interested in doing this. I felt, you know, this is necessary to react to, especially with it being a part of the label DeadAir, and I practically do, you know, stuff like Quadeca and Jane Remover is pretty big on my channel, so I feel like DeadAir, so the Quadeca being sort of like the reason why DeadAir is a thing. Also, too, I remember being asked to do that other album, the one I was just talking about, the one that came out like 2 years ago. I was asked to react to that a few times, especially near the end of the year, but I'd already listened to it, so yeah, I wasn't thinking about my channel in relation to that. But yeah, this could be good. Yeah, I haven't listened to any of the songs, and I'm kind of interested in seeing what this Kevin Abstract song is as well. Let's go. Okay, I like this one. It's very noisy, and then, you know, really still working on this guitar, which, you know, sounds straight out of like a Midwest emo song for sure. Cool. This is very cool. What am I getting lyrically here? Close your eyes, please don't leave me on the cold. Leave me out to dry. Please don't leave me out in the middle of the night. Shake, shake, shake into my core. I don't want to see you anytime in the future. I don't know. Seems like relationship-wise, you're do shit like we used to. Walk through the light, watch my life. All this minutia, who had a clue? Okay, no, now it's talking about which I don't really know the full meaning. I know it's about like him being a ghost. I'll have to really re-listen to that album, but what I do in the process of grieving him. Okay, it's about him committing suicide. Who had a clue? Wasn't me, wasn't you, wasn't he, wasn't she, wasn't them, wasn't true. Everybody knew, everybody you, everybody knew. Okay, so then it's like everyone knew that I was suicidal in a way. Okay, shit. Who hit the veins and changed their hue? Okay, weird, man. I don't know, but all I know is this song just seems pretty depressing. And it seems like if this is discussing this, like, depression, or the suicide, that it's like this bitterness about how, you know, having to look about it once you're dead, once you're a ghost. Okay, fuck. Click on Genius, it takes you to the album like this is a bonus track.
My favorite poem was the one I read to you. The teleprompter on the tongue of my shoe. My flashback saw it touch more resolute. Take it out, just don't take it all to heart. Make God return the lights out, thank God. Take it, take me all apart. And what I never knew. I'd rather be inside my head than you. How many times will I couldn't count? Cause I get something that goes on. My favorite poem's what I couldn't say to you. A joke that wasn't funny cause it's true. My flashback saw it touch more resolute. Take it out, just don't take it all to heart. Make God return the lights out, thank God. And what I never knew. Look yourself, yes I got my jaw getting now, I'm a cotton mouth. Why do I feel so unsafe? What am I worried about?
Fun. I'm glad I got to hear this rap song. Like, this is much more lean towards this rap sound, and Brakence sounds great on here too. Yeah, voice sounds a lot like Quadeca, but really hearing more of that R&B element to him. Yeah, okay, let's get into this. Lyrically, my favorite poem was the one I read to you from the teleprompter on the tongue of my shoe. Okay, it's saying, so yeah, talking to this girl. Okay. He can't look in their eyes, looks down at his feet. Okay, my flashbacks are touch bars, loot, declaring thumb wars in the pockets of my suit. Okay, so again, you know, has his hands in his pocket. This situation is ox. Take it all down, take me all apart. You can have my tongue, just promise you'll take it a la carte. Okay, you can have my tongue, like we can make out, but if you're going to make out with me, you have to understand that you have all of me. But take it all, just don't take it all to heart. So it's not without feelings involved, okay? And then, okay, turning the lights off, I guess, in a situation as well, is, you know, you don't have to, like, you're not as present in a way, okay? Interesting. Okay. And what I never knew, I'd rather be inside my head than you. Okay, so liking this girl now, there's a situation where liking this girl, you like the idea of it more than the actual reality, I guess. And because it gets so deep and it goes so deep, I'm never pulling out. Okay, yeah, it says here too that it's definitely a double entendre. You're not pulling out from the deep thoughts, and you don't want to pull out once you sleep with her, right? So the further you get into this situation, the harder it is to, you know, get out of it. I know I see on a red eye free because I want to take this and that. LLC for the next LP, and I'm never going to give it back. Okay, sleep deprived on my turn flight fixated, but my holding you, I didn't really care for the doom in the air, but it's feeling kind of overdue. And then we're going to have this thing with Brakence. Took you south, guess I got my god jape, now I'm a cotton mouth. Okay, why do I feel so unsafe? What am I worried about? Acetate 780 Bruce. I'm just caught up in my own shit, licking wounds. Okay, so again, I think this is trying to discuss a situation of a relationship or something where it's just about this mental state you're in, where you're just trying to avoid the realness. You know, you don't want to be emotionally available. I suppose. Freaked out, trying to fuck you right. I know you never grade look, still feel like a 5. Okay, so yeah, I'm wanting to, you know, have fun in this sexual way, but I'm also still insecure about the situation. And I guess this person's saying that it could be alluding to the rating of hypochondriacs, so I feel like a 5. I haven't listened to that album. I did listen to the Venus Flytrap song, though. I really liked that, so I definitely should get on that. It's probably out my alley. But you said if we make love and I start to cry that I can let it all out, shouldn't rationalize, but goddamn. So now it's a situation where it's like, so the sex, no feelings, but she's letting you know that these feelings are allowed to happen, but you're like, nah. You know, I don't want it. Okay, that's interesting. That's kind of, I like that. That's good. Privileges one gets when they're, you know, pretty. So what I'm getting from this album so far, first song I guess they're saying is like kind of in relation to that concept album. These other two songs very much so about a situation with a girl, but there is just so much goddamn insecurity. Right? Okay. And this, it seems like it has a lot more to do with his image, how he feels, how he looks, right? So, why'd you say it was pretty? I want to know what you mean, right? So, you know, he's being called pretty by a girl, and he's like, nah. He's like, no. He doesn't feel like this is accurate. Do you notice something new? I did my hair with a twist just for you. Okay, so now I think maybe there's a situation where after being told he's attractive, not believing it, he feels like he needs to, like, you know, level up that look. Which is, you know, this type of fear and anxiety, because again, when I think about romance, when I think about love, yes, I understand attraction is a part of it, and attraction is a good thing, but to put yourself in a situation to make yourself more attractive out of fear, out of insecurity that, you know, this person doesn't like you for more than your looks, you know, there's going to be something mental going on that just is not going to perfect this relationship. I'm the only one still home, and it hits me. I'm the baddest bitch west of the Mississippi. I could go out, but I really wouldn't know what to do. When everybody tells me I'm so lucky to be loved by you, lucky me, you looked at me like you just noticed something new. Okay. I know, in a way, I guess, what the situation is like. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't actually know what Quadeca looks, so I can't really, like, speak on his attraction. But I know that I am not, like, the most attractive guy in the world. I'm okay, and I certainly feel like I could fit a niche for someone, but I'm not fucking Ryan Gosling, you know what I mean? But I have been in the situation where I certainly was with someone more attractive, and it's, like, it's, you know, I've had that insecurity of it being weird, you know what I mean? Like, it's like what? What the fuck? But to sit and ponder on a situation like that is just very, very, very... It's not good for you, right? And again, it's not entirely the full reality. You know what I mean? Also, too, how you're viewing this person. You can suggest that maybe they're this very attractive woman, but all this stuff, I understand that there is, like, an objective in a way, but subjective, and like what's important is the relationship you're having with this person. I'm sucking to my stomach just to hug you like you want me to, so insecure about his weight. Yeah, bro. This is the problem with all these types of things, eh? Everything has to start with self-love, right? It really does. Why did you say I was pretty? Okay, let's continue on. Is there anything else? That's it. That's okay. That's all the lyrics. So yeah, this is a pretty sad song, man. But it's like, it's sad, but there is also something good about it. Because like, at the end of the day, like, you do have this love, you do have this care by people, and the problem is just you. Not only just you, but obviously a lot of this stuff has to come down to social norms, right? Like how you expect to look or how you expect people to feel. Based off of, you know, something like social media or Hollywood films or stuff like that, right?
I want you 'cause it's easier. You said it would be okay. I couldn't count to the head, but oh my god, tore my car on the way. It's my fault I'm not always the thought of you. And for everything I gotta say, it's so hard to admit that I wanted you. Get flexed when I'm bushing my shot like an idiot. She don't know my motive. I said I'm just here to listen to you, yeah, that's really it. But it's fine, I feel the same way. I deliver it to you the same day. I want you 'cause it's easier. I want you 'cause it's easier.
Man is depressing. And honestly, what I'm getting, this song is more of this acoustic bass, really working on those vocals, and lyrically, I feel like, man, I relate to this fucker so much in many ways. With that last song, sure, but this one too, there is this realization of, you know, you're not really, you know, you're young. I think you're like a little bit younger than me, right? I'm 98, like end of 98 I was born. You're born at some point in 2000. You're trying to figure out love, man. Like, what even is love? What is, like, being in relationships? How am I supposed to understand my feelings? Doing all this is difficult when I'm still struggling to, like, know who I am, what my purpose in life is, how do I love myself? And yeah, man, it's one of those things, right? Like, once you get into your 20s, and certainly with relationships or with other things, everyone is on a different goddamn path. You know what I mean? Everyone's on a different goddamn path. And that's where things get confusing. And you don't talk about it in this song, but I just see a relation, or how I see it, right? Like, yeah. Anyways, I want you because you're easier than nothing, baby. I want you because you're easier than nothing. He doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't want to be alone. It's easier to be with this person than not be with her. But later on, when I saw that what it was saying on Genius, but it's not about this person being like easy to be with, right? He's not saying this, at least to me, he's not saying this in this bad way where it's like, oh, it's easy if I just get with you. You know what I mean? Oh, I can just get this partner and it's great. I can pretend to like her and I'm not alone. I think, you know, he really likes this person, and this type of love is something where it's easy to be with this person. You know what I mean? Which is cute. It's, you know, I in a way, I have felt that way with people too. You know what I mean? When you're thinking about relationships, show me your vision of how you shouldn't go by yourself. So I'm seeing a situation here where this love with this person, you know, life sucks, you know. Obviously, there's a lot of good things in life, but life sucks. Life is certainly a struggle, and he recognizes she has her struggles, he has her struggles, being in that certain vision of hell together, right? Making things easier, but oh my god, maybe I'm not in love, it's just the thought of you. But sometimes it's not enough. Right, so self-doubt. Oh, dude, I'm fucking, again, I relate to that too, the thought of this, right? You like someone a lot, but then you're like, you fucking like psych yourself out. You're like, yeah, no, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not, right? But you are realizing still that like it's not enough. Like this idea is not enough. There's still something there, right? Because you're saying maybe I'm not in love. You go, it's hard to explain. Like the situation is confusing, but maybe I'm so in love. I felt the open arms that bear me from above. Okay, so stating the girl led him on with open arms until she became the end of him. Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Okay, let's see if there's anything else to look at here. Throw all your sense in the well. Okay, so again, yeah, double meaning here. Throw your sense in the well, wishing well, hoping that, you know, you can wish for the situation to, you know, be figured out, or throw all your sense in the well. So, oh fuck, dude. Oh my god. So because of the situation and liking this person, oh, dude, this is so fucking coded to my relationship life right now that it fucking pisses me off, bro. Yeah, like ignoring red flags, like ignoring like the self-respect you should have yourself because of liking someone. Not looking, yeah, like you're blinding yourself. Red flags and rose-tinted glasses are just normal flags. Yeah, bro. Bruh. I couldn't counter your hell, but oh my god. Okay, interesting. This is interesting. It says here, like, he claimed he'd go to hell for the scoreboard. He comes to realize that he isn't able to do this. So it's a metaphor for not being able to give her all he could. Okay, totaled my car on the way. It's my fault. I'm not over the thought of you. Okay, obviously can't concentrate on anything else but this girl, which is going to result in his death. Alright. And for everything I gotta say, it's so hard to admit that I wanted you. I was busy being busy. I was busy doing everything in my strength not to acknowledge you. Okay, it seems like Quadeca couldn't have this girl because she only saw him as a close friend, so he tries to avoid her and make excuses of not to see her so he doesn't get hurt from the restraint of being in a relationship. Sure. I slightly maybe relate to this, but I think it's a little bit worse for me. But Let's continue on. I miss being alone the way I was alone before all the resentment had gotten through. True. In a way, I agree with this, right? It's like being alone before knowing he was in love with this person was easier than knowing that they don't want him. It's one of those, it's like such a catch-22, right? Because it's like, you can be happy that you know the truth, that you know this like certain reality, but then, you know, you're going to have to deal with the pain of that too. But it doesn't last forever, man. Nothing lasts forever, right? Operate at my prettiest. I'm taking flights when I'm bored. Shoot my shot like an idiot. She don't know what my motive is. I said, I'm just here to listen to you. Yeah, that's really it, but it's fine. I feel the same way. Okay, so he hasn't even revealed his feelings in a way.
I swear to God, if I knocked on that door, you would know who it is. It's even if I'm not, you know who it is. It's one of my favorite tips. Better listen up and do what I insist. I'm convinced. Yeah, if I shoot it, girl, that's what I won't miss. I swear to God, if I'm not, you know who it is. It's even if I'm not, you know who it is. It's even if I'm I'm convinced. If I shoot, I shouldn't die, so I won't miss. If I shoot, I shouldn't die, so I won't miss. I'm fighting to go with this shit, we're gonna go with this shit, I'm gonna be for hours. And I'm gonna go with this shit, I ain't know all the shit, I'm gonna be flowers.
Fun one as well. Again, this one, the genre blending is crazy to me, right? Some good aggression vocally as well. Yeah, wow. Okay, I am going to be wondering what the lyrics are on this one too. He's so deeply in his feels, this lad. I must say. If I shoot, I'll shoot it down. I swear I won't miss. I don't know what you're shooting. I don't know if this is still in a relationship situation, but even if I tried, I couldn't miss. If I walked in that room, you would barely exist. Yeah, I swear to God, if I knocked on that door, you would know who it is. I don't know. It seems like there's like this situation of confidence. Confidence that's based off of trying to like cover insecurities, maybe? I don't know. I'm convinced when all comes crashing down, I can't resist tense. If you try to cover it up at all, it clips. It's close to the tipping point of my fingertips. If else don't do it, I insist. I'm convinced. When I'm not myself, I'll try to stop myself. Like, you're... Okay. Okay, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of confidence in this song. I don't know. This lyrically, I'm not fully being able to read that, but I do like the song. Most important
It's alright. I like to hide a little less. I like to cry a little. I risk it all just to make sure.
Cool. Interesting song again. Still really working on this really like noisy rock sound, and guitar really stands out on this one as well. It's such a specific sound that I'm getting from Quadeca that I don't know. It really strikes me for sure. Take a look. You see just what it took to find you. Don't be surprised I showed from the sides behind you. I wish I could remind you. I wish I could. Okay. Trying to suggest to this person that, like, you know, they still have work to do to find themselves, and you're trying to you know, remind them of the situation and help them. And yeah, what's it to him? It's a light in a room with a multicolored ceiling. It's the white on the shoes with the multicolored creasing. The slight bit of truth with the multicolored meaning. I'd like to hide a little less. I'd like to cry a little more. If I was happy, you'd know why. I'd risk it all just to make sure. Okay, you'd like to be more open, more vulnerable, and be able to find that happiness through that vulnerability. Okay. Cool. That's good. That's good.
Talking all night, I held you still. But you know you like that, and you never will. You know you like that, and you never will. It was something to say. It was vulnerable decay. I took it out of my seat, I took it as good as shame.
On with this relationship, talking all night, I held you still, but you don't me like that, and you never will. So it's like, you know, you're sharing something very intimate with someone, but that intimacy will never fully be realized. Calling all night, it was never real. That sucks, bro. It was obvious to say it was everyone to blame. Okay, so it's saying, like, even though you felt this way, you had your problems within it, she had hers, whatever. It was sensitive delight, the most vulnerable decay. Okay, so this person's, like, you know, pretending as if this relationship or thing you had didn't exist. I did what I had to do, and who does it matter? Which is just so fucking, like, this is the problem, too, with some relationships, especially, I mean, this happens with relationships. I know this wasn't a real relationship, but there was something intimate, there was something sexual, and it's just this, like, denial to, like, communicate, you know? Because of insecurities, people make decisions to just disrespect this other person, and it's such a sad way of living, and if only things like that wouldn't happen, right? You know, because of their hurt, they make sure you feel hurt. You know how it goes, right? Hurt people. I do it for half of you, right? Okay, so he's still saying he still liked what he had, and you know still wants that. So since I first came in the room, couldn't make out what to do. Tried to stop around the hall. Don't you dare look back. I've seen it all. I need to go. I need to run. I need to hide. I took it off. So basically, he didn't know what to do in the situation. He acted all, you know, he really let his ego take the show instead of just being honest. He should have just been honest with his feelings. You know what I mean? Damn. Good though. I really like that song too, bro.
I make it effortless. I feel like a pessimist. She thinks she in love, but she only half me. She don't get the sentiment. I still have the door open for you anyway. I'll still be a gentleman. I make it effortless.
That's industrial. We can get Peggy on this, bro.
Tell you what I've done. Preface it.
Like that song? That's pretty good. He makes this situation look effortless. Okay, you know. Good things are happening, but he's still thinking about things negatively. Do you think she loved me? She only half maybe she don't get the sentiment. Okay, so you know, out of your bitterness, you're like, yeah, fuck you, like, you know. Okay, holding the door open literally, but figuratively doesn't hold the door open for you on your way out. Yeah, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta tell her how it is.
it just depends. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many.
Dominic Fike's out of here.
I got way too many friends, I got way too many. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many.
Love this drum here.
You cannot touch this cause I'm around them when I dance. It's so similar, a visitor who never got a chance. I can't tell them that I miss them now. Make it one and done. Didn't fit, I took a different route. You and love's not as much as I intend. I don't say it enough, but I think it went in. I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many friends, I got way too many.
Like the energy on Way Too Many Friends. Interesting. I don't know if this is still in relation to the relationship problems he was having, but it seems like, you know, it connects. Stop calling my bluff. You want to make amends, don't call you enough. Not as much as I intend. I don't say it enough, but I'll thank you in the end. Might delay a few events on the day. It just depends. Okay, don't call you enough. Okay, I don't know if you're still trying to keep this friendship with this person, but at the end of the day, you know, you're not really doing that. You're going to thank this person regardless for the situation and what it did for you. Okay. But him saying, I got too many friends, it really seems like him saying too many friends, it's just like a situation where there's too many people around him. People he's, I don't know, potentially if they're close to him, but people who at least he has some respect for or some amount of closeness. But it's overbearing, it's overwhelming, and you're not really able to have true, strong relationships with a lot of these people. I don't know. How to put something on my buttons, gotta be tucked to my pants. How to be shut in like it was nothing, I got a judgment in advance. Okay, done and dusted, you cannot touch this because I'm reluctant when I dance. Okay, so this is really discussing his, like, really, his busy nature now as he's trying to work. I can't tell him that I miss him now, made it one and done. Okay, so he's definitely making himself busy not to think about this person, but, you know, especially too, it's too late to, you know, you can't just continue on thinking about this person, you have to let the situation go, right? Which is hard. It certainly is hard. Okay, alright, I respect. Chopper, do it, circle, it's a bird, bird.
Walk straight into the vein, had to go through the back. True, that's enough to make somebody disappear on the same time now. Guess who, guess who, guess who? Heard it done, yes, you. How about this one, here's the next clue. Brand new collection, it cost me killing it, tucking it, killing it, cost me a minute. And I got lost, I'm rebuilding, I popped down the ceiling, a minute, in the middle of space. Watching the knock off the PS, my Dropbox made living, that shit a hospitable place. Yeah, true, that's enough to make somebody disappear on the same time now. Try me, guess who? Remind me, go ahead and take a shot, I'm taking a look. You thought you could take a spot, get a load at the in and out, in a dry clean, driving tanks like I couldn't figure out a crime scene. My career, fucking weird, can't even define me. When it's here, still here, they said I was naive. Niggas want me pushing buttons, but never rewind me.
Dude, that song is fire, bro. That is such a hardcore, just like straight up rap, industrial rap song, and to think that's even on this project. You know, there's lots of different feelings you can have with all these different songs. I really like that. That one got me grooving right away. What are we gonna hear lyrically, man? A little bit more flexing, right? Guess who walks into the venue and go through the back when a no, you say didn't even unpack. Ooh, yeah, true. I play with the money in your pitch like my name's Salah. That's like a football player. Heard that they done. Yes, you. How about this one? Here's the next clue. So tall next to all these odds, I would bet 2. Okay. You say he beat the odds of his career. Tell me, who's that one in the middle of your head tonight that you never slept through? Yeah, I guess you just wanted to build my options are real. My confidence fake. Confidence fake, but the options are real. Okay. My Dropbox made livings.
be there for you, and still I am. I'll be there in spirit, I'll be there in spirit. So why would you come to me right after I built a fence? If I had you onto my skin again.
Pretty cool. I messed with this one as well. Much more of this like synth heavy type industrial song. Cutesy sound to it for sure. Not intensely aggressive, but okay, what am I getting here? When you walk to him, caught a second wind, I'll keep you safe and sound. There's a place that I found I can keep you in. I don't know. You want to protect this person, I guess, in a romantic sense. It seems like you're not doing this about them. It kind of feels like you're doing it for yourself. Okay, when you walk to him, caught another glimpse. So it's like, okay, you've fallen out of love, but you didn't get over it. So maybe your feelings have limited, but they are still there. They're just probably... there's a sense of logic to the situation and, a mix of repression. I said I won't kill again, baby, I'll repent. So I'd be there for you, and I am. I'll be there in spirit, I'll be there in spirit. There's a song that belongs to you if you care to hear it. If you find me under your skin again, maybe we could be friends, maybe that'd make too much sense. Okay, he wants to be friends, she doesn't. Those eyes redundant, you're still incensed. Okay, so she's just she's not having it with you, basically. But you are keeping under the skin, like you're just not letting go, my friend. You ain't letting go. That ain't gonna help nobody. Kind of sounds like Arcade Fire doing like some weird electronic shit. I really messed with that one as well. Again, really talking about this situation with this girl. You know, he wants to change. He wants her to sort of be able to see his position, but you know, that's not really the way that this is going. And you know, he's suggesting that he wants her to be herself because in this situation, you know, the situation that they're having, she's not really giving her full who she is, what her full opinions are. She's hiding a lot, right? But you know, obviously she's hiding things based off of not feeling as close to you as you would want to be. That doesn't always have to be the case as well, but regardless, that's how I'm kind of reading it. But there's also this situation of yeah, she's not wanting to have this like transparent conversation with you, I guess, where she's really laying it all out for you. I don't want to see you the wrong way. I don't want to be you the wrong way. I don't want to leave you the hard way. I don't want to leave you, but I cannot stay. Again, even going back to another situation where the song was literally saying, like, you know that there's red flags here, but you don't even fucking, like, listen to it. And that's the same situation here where there's red flags, but you're like, dude, I just want you to be yourself. I want you to be real with me because I don't want to have to believe sort of the negative perception that I'm getting from this situation. I liked you enough that I don't want to have to read you with this way. But at the end of the day, I have to go. I have to let go of this. I don't want to because I wish things would be easier, but I have to. It could have been a friendship just alone too, some certain sense of intimacy, but when things got real, when things got a little dicey, you know, you weren't connected. You weren't close anymore. You know, she didn't feel the need to put on this full reality, but like show you the truth behind things. But at the same time, you are not in a position where you're like, Gonna be like, okay, talk to me about this, because it doesn't seem like that situation has probably been working for you, right? This is like in a fucking perfect world, you'd get it. Final result is you have to move on, right? You have to not be so connected.
It's time to give up on being human.
God, this sounds like a microphone song in a way.
It's time to give up on being human. It's time to give up on being human.
A little bit of shoo-shoo coated as well.
So good job. For once, you were. Now you're done. I'm gonna be something else. I'm gonna be something else. It's time to stop. I'm gonna be
This one hits with the feels, I must say. Okay, so it seems like he's discussing the situation where he's like, it's time to give up on being human. Saying in the genius thing, it's like that this girl was treating him in a inhuman way, which led to the breakup. Okay, so he was feeling like he just wasn't treated with respect. He was treated like he was some sort of like toy. She was getting something out of him, not thinking about him as this other human being in a way. But how I'm reading this at least is within the situation of this breakup, it just seems like he is not wanting to be human. Like he doesn't want to have to deal with human emotions, the confusing nature as it is to be living here on Earth. You made an exception for someone and look where it got you. Nice try. Okay, so, she obviously felt, sleeping with someone else, doing something with someone else, and, the situation led to all this. You did that thing when you're human. Okay, so a common excuse for partners when they cheat is I'm only human, I'm allowed to make mistakes. However, saying so drops accountability for the partner even when consciously creating problems and shattering trust. Oh, okay, so this time to give up on being human. He calls it the excuses partners making throughout the song. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So good job for once you were tried that thing where you're human, you tried, now you're done. It fucking hurt, bro. It hurts, for sure. And it's one of those things, right, like, yeah, cheating, for the most part, a vast majority of cheating in my eyes, yeah, it's not really an excuse, a good excuse for it. Yeah, I will agree with the situation that, people are human, they make mistakes, but sometimes cheating can come from a very very narcissistic or sociopathic way. You know what I mean? Like, I do, like, people always say, like, cheaters are always going to cheat. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think people can make mistakes and, let's say 10, 20 years down the line, they have a good life. Or, they've made their mistakes and they really understand it. Some people are really fucking dumb. They do very, very bad things and they don't understand until it happens to them. right? But then there is a flip side. There's a flip coin. Where people do these things, and and they do it from a very bad place, and you really can't trust these people. Their decision making in life is always from a bad place. But again, even though I gave you both of those sides, when being cheated on, how are you supposed to know which one it is? No matter what, the situation leaves you in a state of dishevelment and confusion as how you're supposed to understand this person, right? So it doesn't matter what the truth is. The point is that type of lie is just going to confuse, right? I'm going to be something else. I'm going to be something else from here. I'm going to be something else from here. I'm going to do something else. Okay, so moving on. He's trying to move on, but it does seem like, in a way, him moving on could be something like he has to play this game of pretend, because he just can't handle it. I tried my best to do a good job. I felt the thing and learned a lot. I think it's time I stop being human. Yeah, okay.
It's that time at the end of the night when you're blind and you hold out your hand till it's done. I'll walk you, got dogs who, how I describe you, you're not around. You should see for yourself, I'll find you, confident crowd. Please, you would tell me that you don't agree, but I am half the man you'll be if you knew. I want you like I'm not worthy. I got you till it won't hurt me. How I describe you, you're not around.
Wow, I really like this one. This very much, this sort of quick 2-minute folk banger. Again, still very much about this girl. It's that time at the end of the night when you're blind. Okay. It's that time at the end of the night when you're blind. Okay, so this girl is very much so up and down in her behavior. And she will say things that aren't really true about herself. And you hold out your hand till it's mine. Walk you, guide dog to you. So you really want to help this person. Right? If I could, I would trade you my eyes because you should see with the clearness of mine. Lengthy track here with Kevin. I didn't listen to Brakence last 2 albums or Kevin Abstract solo stuff, so it's been a while. Just about to hear from him. I'm going missing. Second I guess I gotta give it to you. We was an indica, no pair of dreams. We burned it all up. That's on the sheets. You're making me suffer. What will it take to slow you down? Odd song. This one's the oddest one, I'd say. What am I getting lyrically though with this? This song, it does kind of have a Brockhampton vibe to it as well, I must say, just from a backing, not really from Kevin's element. Waking up next to you in my complexity, scratches on your back to some people through a second page. You guys are feeling let it take you to. Okay, so not understanding how your partner really is thinking about you. I'll be honest, you like movies more than I do, but who asked you? Because you ain't what? Serpents, you know, undercover scene here, flashes, old photos and boxes and matches, right? Memories I don't want to see. Okay, so still this was maybe more about, I'll be honest, hurt so much more than I knew, but who asked you, plus or minus, you give and take away, don't remind me, erase them most of the day, I'll be honest, I bite my tongue. You set them enough, but you wanted a little more something, I got it, okay, yeah, so a lot of stuff that I was hearing on the other songs, right? Tell you the truth, you hold toast with it. I'm going to listen a second to give it, so I gotta give it to you. Watching you dancing up there, changing direction, you paint the sky with your hair, but you dance. Waking up colder next to you, colder than Texas blue. Alright. So it just seems to really, watching you dancing up there, yeah. Just, again, discussing the situation within this relationship. You know. In a way, you're still not getting over it.
Battery level very low.
Yeah, I understand. So, okay. What do I think about this album though? This Scrapyard, this mixtape with all these songs. Oh, I do really like this, to be honest. I'm not fully sure, like it hasn't really burned into my mind, but I love, you know, there's a lot of different types of sounds on here. I can feel rap, I can feel electronic, industrial sounding, or working on folk sounding, much more into this like mix of folk and electronic. You know, as a vocalist, he seems to be quite emotive, and I mean lyrically, in discussion of a situation he's having with someone, it's pretty depressing. It's quite, you know, it definitely is like someone early 20s who is, you know, there's a certain level of depression or insecurity or a lack of self-love, self-worth, and this is what has ended up occurring, right? Especially to him not being able to give up this fucking person, right? And still being on his mind about this person after all the disrespect whatsoever, you know. Logic doesn't really always work with feelings, and I think that really sells here on this project. Yeah, I'm really liking this. 8.5 out of 10. Maybe a 9. I don't know. Because I think the sound of this emotionally, too, it's so relatable, man. A lot of this, listening to it now, it really dropped in my lap at, like, perfect time in my own life, in a way. Not 100%, naturally. I think it'd be crazy to see something 100% speaking on a situation, but just, I think the emotions are there, especially when it comes to, like, the deluding yourself. Right? The deluding yourself, lying to yourself. Yeah, it was good. I'm going to listen to it a few more times, then I'll let you know how I feel.
Not. You're joking. Guys, you're joking. He did not do this to me. Quadeca, Scrapyard. I listened to it. I've listened to it 4 times now. I gave it 8.5 in the first video. I'm gonna give it that 9.5, bro. Like, I think I may like it more than my Radiohead boys, The Smile, just a little bit more. I just think that this is much more consistent. Has much more of a sharper personality that I'm connecting to. I'm loving the genre blending here. Like, if you have these great folk songs or like a folktronic sound, you have great rap sounds as well, working on this industrial sound. And I did say like I wasn't the biggest fan of the last song with Kevin Abstract, but nah, bro, I was wrong about that as well. He sold for me. He sold for me on this track. Yeah. Or sorry, on this album. Or this mixtape, I guess, collection of songs. I didn't listen to this when it came out. Like, because they were considered EPs. And I was like, oh, like, I can listen to this EP. But then I was like, oh, it's 6 minutes long. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll, like, wait it out. We'll see what happens. I waited it out. And here we are. This really makes me want to re-listen to that other album. Because I gave the Ghost album, or whatever, 7.5 out of 10. I liked it, but I was like, okay. You know, it's not as good as the way that, like, people telling me to react to it are, because everyone was like, dude, this is the shit, and I was like, it's pretty good. I really like the Tell Me a Joke song. I believe that made it on one of my like single lists or whatever. But anyways, love this album. I think that like lyrically or conceptually, him talking about this you know, friend zone, or not friend zone, like this friends of benefits situation that really like fucked him up consistently on this album. I really think he wears his heart on his sleeve here. In a way that I think at least is very relatable to me. I think maybe my ability to relate to what Quadeca is saying may be a bias, or biases. But yeah, and the sound of this just, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Best album of the year. Best album of the year. You released this the same week as Yeet, bro. I was so hyped for Yeet, and I was like, Yeet's my boy. He's gonna come through. And then Quadeca steals the thunder. What do you have to say about that, huh? What do you have to say about that, bro? This was supposed to be Twizzy's week. Okay, anyways, you want anything for me to react to? You put a comment down below, my homies. Maybe I'll do it. Peace.